Alright, welcome back to another episode of Art Time, where today we are going to be finishing up this drawing, hopefully. And maybe it'll probably most likely turn into a mukbang sometime later as we get ourselves some potent cake or something, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yes, we are going to be finishing this drawing up. So, with that being said, if you like it, please leave a like, the video of course. And make sure you subscribe for more content. Now then, without further away, let us fully get into this. So, the idea that I had in mind for this particular scene is kind of a table here, maybe some chairs here. We got a window here going to the outside of the whatever city he's in. I don't recall if there was anything specific that I had to remember for the city that they are all in. But for now, it doesn't matter. For now, we're just going to focus on drawing the city. We're drawing this scene. And then the city. I don't think there's too much time left here. I think once we've gotten this background done with, then that'll be it. All I gotta do is post it before 12 and we'll be set. Yeah, of course, there's still more that I want to try to get done with, but that'll all have to wait until Sunday. So, where did we last leave off? Did we have any conversational topics that I don't remember? I don't know, I don't quite recall. I just had dinner, ham and potatoes, the crispy potato bits things, you know, those, whatever you call those bits. Probably gonna have some pudding cake later, most likely somewhere around the middle of this here video. And then after that, ice cream while we watch our shows. That's why we got like very little time to work with today. I mean, it's not that small, all things considered. I mean, we got like, what, almost 5 hours left. It's 6:44 and we have until 12. So yeah, I think we should have enough time. I do realize that these probably need to be a little bit open more here, eh? That's right. My old dangle chair over here looking like a moose. This one doesn't matter too much. Although I guess we could just do this. Stop it! To an extent, it doesn't matter too much. The chairs and what they look like. It's always look good, you know? Okay, so, now we're going to do the back chair over here. I just going to put this chair over here like so. Freaking, I don't know what to talk about. I want to try to get this all done with in one fell swoop of video with no in-betweens, at least for this one. Only for this one. But I have no conversational topics in mind. I might have a few drawings where I'm not going to make a video for it at all. It depends, really. Depends on what it is I need to do and how much focus I need to do. I don't know. I'm tired, headache, stuff like that, usual excuse. But also trying to come up with stuff to talk about consistently throughout multiple different videos is not that easy. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. Today is not the day, apparently. I think you actually need to be out more. Out more, bring you here, eh? Give me that look. Let's see. Yeah, I think we could... Oh, no, she's playing with the trash can. I think we could go for like a TV screen here, kind of. But Make the perspective a bit more like so. A little bit over here. And right there. Okay, good, great, fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to be quite busy all week with all the stuff that I'm gonna be making. My hope here is that I can get a bunch of it done within a short amount of time. Mainly because I always want to get some gaming in if I can, if possible. Not all just creation. Enjoying other people's creation as well is what I'd like to try to do. Wait a minute, look. Alright, so there's going to be a window here. Probably like right about here. Maybe right about up here. Potentially, question mark. Cat. Now she's nudging me. Wait a minute. Moo. What are you putting in my ear for? I don't think she's about to go into heat mode. Seems too early. Best not. Even though I don't really need to worry about sleep as much, I still don't want to hear it. That old dang old talk about loud for no reason. It's not like any cats can get in here, you know. Place is pretty much locked up tight, and even so, the only ones are next door, and they probably can't even hear you. Or who knows, maybe they can. But if they could hear you, you'd be meowing over towards the wall. Oh, now she's going to be crawling inside the blanket, which is, yeah, that's fine. Let her crawl inside the blanket so that we can get some peace and quiet. I got something in mind for this one. Bushwise, just gotta figure out how to do it. No, she's not calling the blanket. I have something in mind for the bush here. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it. I guess we could do something like this for the outside. A little bit here, a little bit there. Yeah, we could do it like this. I don't think this is going to take too long. I really don't. It should be relatively quick, maybe an hour or two. We'll see. Okay, flooring. Well, this foot floor. And then for the wall 1A. I kind of want this to be blue. How's this color? Blue. Looks pretty good. And now I want it to be light blue for the upper side. Let me see something for a second. Okay, here we go. You probably should be a little bit up more. Maybe we'll see. Let's see. Is that good? That's pretty good. There's going to be a, what do you call it, a window here soon. Don't worry, don't you worry. A window will be placed soon. Let me see. Well, okay, that doesn't technically matter. That's not going to be seen at all. I think all we need to worry about now is the table. Well, I guess let's just get the TV and all that stuff done first. TV 1A. You're probably going to take a different shade of blue. How about this shade? Maybe. For now, the TV will be boss. So which shade? This one? No, that's flag. We'll use this one. Oh, yes, there we go. Okay, so now the chairs. I'll do this one first. Do we want the chairs to be this? Nah, too dark. How about this? That looks pretty good. Don't forget, most of this is going to all be blue. That's how the Cerulean usually has their building set. I.e. the name Cerulean technically being, you know, Blue. These chairs are quite low to the ground. Yeah, that's fine. Or not. Hold up. Yeah, something does seem off here. I'm glad I've noticed this, though. This is completely off. Why don't I adjust this? Well, let me just make this thing bigger. Get rid of it. And then the table. The table. Well, the table size here actually looks pretty good, so we could probably still use it. Maybe adjust it here and there to like make things look nicer. I guess that means that this... Oh wait, no, this probably has to go up. Yeah, this, god damn it, click it, has to go up, like so. This will be down here, like so. Oh, let's try to not make mistakes like that here, folks. The quicker we can get done with this, the better. Well, quick and efficient. Not quick and inefficient, if you know what I mean. Alright, now that this is up, we need to have the chair shown here. I think we could still use this for this part right here. So we'll have this side like so. And now for the table. Oh, wait, you were not. Okay, I forgot about this part. Huh. Oh, would you look at that? We did a little mistake right there, didn't we? Forgot about that. How could we have forgotten about something as simple as that? There, they've been combined now. Okay. Still got a little headache, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. We can deal with it. Table 1C. How about this for the bottom of the table? Nah. How about this? Grayer. No, that's the same color as the floor. Never mind. How about this one? I guess? Yeah, I should do, I guess. Alright, now for the chairs. Chair 1B. Okay, we can still have you like this. Yep, dogs are going berserk. I wonder why. I guess we can have another chair here off screen. Alright, another chair 1B. Chair 1D. Alright, now for chair 1E. And this should be maybe this color? Yeah, looks good. Whoops. And now I want this to be a little bit more grayer if I can. So where's the gray accents? Here we go. No, that's bubble. How about this one? Too white. I guess that'll do. Well, this part was kind of pointless. I guess I'll just draw the tree in, or... Well, I guess technically it's still considered a tree. Plant. Well, not really a tree, it's a plant. It's like a fern leaf kind of thing, you know? Okay. I need you to not rotate as much. And that makes it flatter, but I think we can still work with that. Rotate it this way, less scatter, well, still want to keep scatter, and spacing to a minimum. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, that could work. That's still a bit too scattered. We don't have a rotated variation of this, but that's fine. Okay, now bring that down to 90 or 75? 75, I guess. No, we gotta be very careful with how we put these ferns in. Okay, there we go. Get rid of this. That looks good for a fern plant right there. Alright, cool, great. Now the back end over here, behind the wall. I should have this, wait, no. You know how that be underneath that. Awning? It's not really an awning, so to speak. They are high in the air. Maybe this is the top of the building, and this is the overhang of the roof. And now I need a window. We could probably use this metal, make this 20, and then just boom. Alright, perfect. So we'll get to that part soon. Right now I want to focus on shading and texturing this. We might want to have some more stuff here, so we'll deal with that when the time comes. More stuff here, potentially. Or it could be the conference room is over, and the only light that's now coming in is the light from the outside. So that way we can have this kind of be somewhat dark, but then we have some light coming in. That's going to look cool. I want to try to add more to this. I do have time now. I mean, I still feel kind of rushed because of all the other stuff that I gotta get done with. But I do have some time to work with. Some time indeed. So, with that being said, I mean, it's not like we're going to be making anything else today outside of this. I could get a head start on Adventurous Army Episode 2, but I also kind of want to play a little bit of Forbidden West, so we'll probably do that. And then I'll talk about some good old-fashioned, I've probably already said this before, but I gotta say, fuck the Leap Lasher. I wish I can literally, physically tear their legs apart from their bodies. And just beat the nub where their leg used to be with their leg. They are the most annoying enemy in the game. And it makes me want to just brutally murderize them. Those annoying, stupid machines. Yeah, there were some annoying machines in the first game too, but now it's just even more so annoying. We did get some good progress in, though. So what I'm probably going to do is do a bunch of side quests before I go on to the next part. Because I was hoping to find something to get rid of the damn metal flower things, but I have yet to find the thing that allows me to get rid of those. That would have to take a wild guess. I'd probably have to get all 3 parts of a certain quest, so I don't have to, so I don't spoil it for all of y'all who are watching this somehow before playing Horizon. But yeah, there's 3 things I need to get. I got 1 of them, and I probably need to get all 3 of them to get the thing that gets rid of those stupid metal flowers. But seriously, screw those Leap Lashers. Any other machines that have these cheap tactics that feel so cheap. I was like in the groove in the first game too, so it's going to take me a while to get back in the groove and just destroying machines like crazy. I mean, we're still going after a bunch of machines. We destroyed like a level 40-something Shell Walker that was... What's the word I'm looking for? Not blighted. Something to do with A. I forgot. It's been a while. It's been like a week probably. Apex? That's the word. We destroyed a level 40 Apex, but immediately we were kind of just like on high ground and just shooting it from afar. That's what I did to one of the Thunderjaws. Thing we'll talk about nuisance. Those types of enemies who just keep spamming attacks instead of freaking varying it up. Spam this, spam that. Makes me just want to freaking smack those back at them and just destroy whatever the hell they're goddamn shooting it out of with their own attacks. That's the one thing I despise so far is the freaking constant spam attacks. Like freaking a dozen flying ice cubes. Like seriously, a dozen? 5 would make sense. 5 would be a little bit of an overkill, but it would make sense. But a dozen? Probably even more than a dozen. It's so annoying. But, you know, it's still relatively fun when you're felling creatures one by one, left and right, and not taking any damage. So as soon as I can get back into the groove of things, which is probably going to take a while because I went back to completing Symphony of the Night luck mode. And then soon we're going to be going into Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Which, by the way, I'm looking forward to extensively. This is in there for some reason. Oh god, it's doing that thing again. There's no relatives, anything story-wise, so I get too invested in, with the previous installments. What with, 1, 2 pre-sequel, and 3 story. Wait. I'm gonna do this instead for this part, at least. So we got a little something new to look forward to story-wise, but similar gameplay-wise to, the Borderlands style. Simple as that. Of course, I am interested in how the classes are going to work. Because this is completely different from the class system that we have for all the other games from what I've seen. There's many classes, and you can combine the classes. So I'm wondering if you're going to have certain characters you can select that you can give them whatever classes. Because obviously you got to combine classes, right? But how is that? Is it going to work like you got the main class and that's the character you're playing as, and then you choose whatever class from the other characters? I have to imagine that's going to be the case. It's coming out late in March. Too bad it couldn't come out somewhere around my birth week, but it's fine. It's fine. Besides, it means I can get as much as I can get done with here, as well as try to get as much Horizon Forbidden West in as possible. West? Oh, East? I thought you said West. I'm disappointed I haven't found a meme like that yet. I could be the one to create it, but at the same time, I tried to create a meme and immediately got 2 downvotes, and I'm like, okay, maybe this is not going to work, so I deleted it so nobody else would have to suffer. I mean, it was a simple meme, really. A pretty simple meme, but I thought it was pretty fun. Or maybe it's because it's an old meme. But I still think that kind of meme is funny. I don't watch Family Guy, so this is what the meme is. This hopefully is showing it. Me, my parents, shredded cheese at 3 a.m. Something like that. Although, the meme template itself is pretty funny. I got a perfect pause on a video where Brian looking at Chris and Stewie like he got caught doing something, and it's the perfect meme template. But maybe the people on Family Guy Reddit just don't appreciate those kinds of memes. I only went on it once, so it makes sense that I would understand the ebb and flow of how that entire place works. Only when you've been on Reddit, long enough, do you understand what is and is liked there. So, Mobby, sorry for hurting the 2 feelings of those who downvoted it. I'm sorry my meme was too spicy for you now. Still, though, I think it's a funny format, but knowing me and my lack of being able to get any form of people on board with anything, trending-wise, it probably wasn't going to go anywhere and it's going to be lost in new. Downvoted into oblivion, most likely. So, whatevs. Most of the posts that I have on Reddit mostly consists of fan art related, and those are usually always appreciated. Unless you do some terrible fan art that is controversial opinions, but yeah. I wish I could start trends like some people can. This is one person who just decided to draw the Bowsette version of Eggman, but less Bowsette-like and more like her own thing. Eggman, I think her name was? And that's getting a lot of traction. Why can't I get that lucky? Why can't Goth Noel get any traction? Is it because it's not good enough? Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong. Or in this case, probably adults and teens. I'm not really in any specific category, as you would call it. I'm more of my own thing. Do my own thing. Follow my own trend. Not following anyone else's trend. It's probably detrimental to any form of popularity, but what can you do? I want to do my own thing, and hopefully that is enough to inspire people to want to follow me doing my own thing. And it's still windy outside. It snowed a tiny bit for some reason. Who knows why? Alright, so I'm gonna do this very carefully. What about like maybe here? Question mark? But yeah, have you guys ever like had like a pretty good idea and wanted to like try to get people to see more of it? You know, like either meme-wise or anything in particular. But it does never get any traction. Yeah, that's always my case. No matter what, I'm never able to get any form of attention. But I'll keep on doing what I'm doing and keep on creating, because one day that will change, right? Realistically speaking, if you throw enough sticky darts to a wall, eventually one of them will stick, right? How did that work? What was I saying? Throw enough mud at the wall, and eventually some of it will stick. Yes, that's that. I feel like there was another. I never heard of it as mud. I heard it as something else. But another saying could be throw enough shit at a wall, and eventually one of them will stick. And that's what I'm doing. Although none of them is really shit. There's probably just some lack of awareness, lack of attention. That's probably really the only issue. Or who knows? To be honest with you, there's not really much anybody can say or do to shake my resolve, or whatever the word is. They say you are your own worst critic. Christ. They say you are your own worst critic. But, honestly, I do what I can with the skills that I have. And I keep on making it. What I think is good is all that really matters. Come on. There we go. But that's not the color I want. I guess we could still use this color. Because let's be honest. Not many people out there who are going to be providing any form of meaningful critiqueness would more than likely be giving either, the usual generic comments or the usual hate comments. Why do you hate what you don't understand? Now, although they probably do understand it, but, I like that quote anyways. But yes, don't let anybody tell ye that your stuff is terrible. Because, they can't do any better. And if they want to keep trying to bring you down, just ignore them. It's simple as that. You can't really do much to change the mind of somebody who's so simple-minded and one-sided, if you know what I mean. So just keep doing what you're doing, like what I'm doing. There are some things I feel like I could improve upon, but we'll improve upon them when the time comes. For now, though, everything looks pretty good for where my skills are at currently. There's not much that I can do to really improve upon it as much. I think I have reached kind of a plateau kind of deal. It would be nice to get to a point where I don't have to add any effects or anything like that, and it still looks good just as is. I've had some drawings that are like that, but sometimes effects really are the only things that make the drawing. Of course, that doesn't give you the excuse to not try to put as much effort into it as you do everything else. I'm trying to add a little bit more to here, a little bit more scenery, even though it probably doesn't look right perspective-wise. But perspective is my strong suit, and the more I can try to work on it, the better I get. Same goes to writing. Sometimes Sometimes you don't really get a good flow of writing in, but sometimes you get some good moments. But even though if it's you don't get a good flow, don't give up. Keep at it. Eventually, it will stick. I usually never really go back and change lines or anything. If I do change something, it's only a few words here and there that doesn't sound too right to me. I mean, I probably should try to go back and change lines every now and again. See what sounds better, see what would work better. But I'm not that good at English, even though I write a whole bunch. I think about all these complex words, then I forget them when I'm in the middle of making a story. And if I try to think about those words too extensively, I'm just going to forget the story and all the other dialogues that I have in mind. It's a bit of a tricky thing to do. I'm not really a reader. I don't read books or anything. I'm not really a book reader. But I do like writing and making stories. Something that I do like to do. However, if I am to make any form of progress, it's good to want to keep writing as much as I can, figure out how to make sentences meld together quite perfectly, figure out what sounds right, what doesn't sound right. It also helps with getting used to certain spellings. If I, type certain words in and I've had trouble trying to re-remember the spelling, eventually it gets to a point where I'll remember it without a problem. Intelligence is a good example. My brain, for some reason, kept going to freaking 1L. Then, as soon as I wrote intelligence a whole bunch of times throughout all the writing process, my brain started to keep track of the fact that intelligence has 2 L's in the middle. I think it's only 2 L's in general. INTELLIGENCE. If I am remembering it correctly. And now we will do a little quick check. Intelligence. Yes, we were right. So it's good to write a bunch. It is good to want to write as much as you possibly can to try to get better at, that kind of stuff. People usually have stuff on their table, but I'm going to leave the tables empty for now. I can't really think of anything to add here. So, now that's that. Let's do the cityscape. I can have this be... whoops. Have this be down. Cityscape. I should try to make separate backgrounds more. I usually separate characters a whole lot, right? So it would make sense to do the same with backgrounds, does it not? Okay, window is not where it needs to be. Okay, so the cityscape. Buildings aren't my strong suit. We're only 30 minutes into this? Seriously? Damn. That's strange. Alright, so we're 30 minutes into this. That's cool. I'm going to look at the general ace drawing and get a reminder of how I did some of the buildings here. Making futuristic buildings can be a bit of a pain sometimes. I don't know why. Just buildings in general. Buildings require a hell of a lot more work to make. Which makes sense. Because there's so many windows and stuff. Futuristic buildings are slightly less painful. Because, they're futuristic. They don't conform to the same building architect that we have in our current society. But they are still a little bit complex in their own right, with a few certain things that you have to put in. Futuristic buildings have a lot of these little bits and doodads on the side. I'm going to use a square for this one. And we'll go on ahead and put some good old-fashioned... wait, no. Maybe right here in the middle. Cadillac. We could probably put a building here. Whoops. Trying to figure out where the, what do you call it, would be. I should try to get used to doing perspective, like, guidelines. Okay, we're going to put a window right here, curved window. Curve your window. A little bit of an awning over here. Cover up most of that. Ooh. Maybe have these two buildings connect, but have it be, you know, noticeable enough to where you can tell that those two buildings connect. Well, we're doing it like that. No, wait, no, these are squared. What am I doing? It's just this is completely different. Okay, put one of these up here. I guess we could put like those window bits here. Well, for doing that, and the window, or that is that big, I probably should bring these down a bit, don't you think? Somebody's got like a tree on top of their house, because why not? We're just gonna put a tree right here. It would make sense. They'd have a tree in like some of their like buildings. You could probably put a tree like, not here. And if I'm gonna put a tree anywhere here, maybe we could put like some bushes here, bush like trees there. All right. How about a tall building? Right about here. Have this one be thick. This part doesn't matter because it's all hiding behind all the other outlines. And we could probably put some of these things here. Like a ventilation shaft, kind of. I mean, that would make sense, would it not? Wait, hold on. Hold. I got an idea. I'm gonna take these like so. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get simple grading. Simple grading. I think we only need to do like one more. Let's combine this, and I think this question mark. There we go. Perfecto. Maybe have this go in so it looks indented. Yeah, there we go. Bring it in. Let's see if we can do the same thing. Kind of. Maybe bring this in a bit more as it goes further in. Maybe. Probably. Yeah, I could do. That I could do right here. Ooh, wait, idea. What if this is slanted? Yes, slanted. We're going to make this slanted. It might not look as slanted from this perspective. Up to here and over to here. And then we'll do the same to this one on this side. And this one over here. Down, move over to here, and boom. No. There we go. Whew, okay. Now for this window over here. Why not? We'll probably put a couple of windows here. And we could probably do something that's similar in this direction, but more, you know, flatter looking because of the way that it's angled everything. Although we could still probably do that, so it looks like it's going inwards. You can still see this because this is glass. I guess we can move the tree a little bit over here. How about a clock? A digital clock, for those that still want to use the same old, time thingy. What's the word I'm looking for? The old way of telling time, but in the new digital era that we have here currently in this war-ridden world. Whoops. Do this, and then do this, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Alright, we're gonna make it 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna make it here, fool. Okay, maybe make this a tiny bit smaller. Make this a little bit more small. No, that's fine, actually. Probably can't see anything. Let me see if I can move this a bit over. There we go. 3 o'clock. Where would the sun be at this time of day? In the sky? Completely? Up? In the middle? Not here? Or there? Whatever direction this is? I realize how funny and stupid that sound. Where could the sun be? In the sky? Nah, but, yeah. It probably is going to be straight up in the sky as opposed to at an angle. And the cat's asleep. That's good. Stay asleep, cat. Be tired. And don't wake up and distract me. Not when we are so close to finishing this. Well, so close, I don't know if you call this close. But it is getting quite there, Okay, we're going to have the buildings kind of like branch off here to make it look like there's a road down below. Roadhouse. Alright. Let me look back here for a quick second. Making futuristic cities is cool and all, but boy, oh boy, does it get complicated trying to figure out the designs you want. Okay, good, great. We can put a window right here, maybe. I think we should also put a window here, but kind of do this instead. Damn, hiccups. I'll put a building over here, but make it smaller. Smaller so we can tell that it is actually quite far from everything. And mayhaps we're going to do a little bit of this, similar to what we have down there. But this time for a building farther away. From the one that we have right here, of course. And make it triangular-esque. That would work. Maybe have some window things up here. Triangular-like windows, probably. Do the same thing here. And then here. Probably going to hide this, but that's fine. Oh, it looks like it's pudding time. Y'all ready for the mukbang? Yes, indeed. All right. We're going to pause it right here. I have returned. And with cake. There goes my fork. It's fine. It's fine. It's just freaking screwed physics and gravity for a quick second. Okay, so we got cake now. Awesome. I hate physics and gravity. One of the worst things to exist because of how often it tries to screw us over. And now, of course, the cat's gonna go over here and try to eat the cake. You just got freaking frosting on your nose, really? You gotta stop putting your goddamn nose inside of my food. Alright, folks, consumption time. I also got milk. Also, you need to stop. I know this is gonna fall. This piece is gonna fall as soon as I grab this. Or not. Are you kidding me? I swear it feels like the world's against me half the times. But yes, we got cake now. as we got the cake and we also got milk, we are going to try to finish drawing this. Simple as that. And you will be hunky-dory. Just gotta pay attention to the cat. Make sure the cat doesn't try to eat it. Although the frosting's probably fine if she eats a small bit. But the chocolate, that's probably fine if you don't gorge yourself. But I still ain't giving you it. Don't you give me that look, cat. You can't have this. I don't care if it's sweet and it's probably satisfying your sweet tooth. No. Seriously? This cat, I swear. And now she's about to go on to the paper towel that thing's on. Move it. And she got frosting on her whiskers, really? Yeah, this cat just needs to stop trying to consume cake. Okay. I got an idea, cat. Now don't eat my cake, you get a treat. Stay away from my cake and you get a treat. Over here. That's right, cat. Treat. Hey, seriously. Right over here, on the bed. No, it's on the bed. Go get a treat. I hope that is not aired out. For the cat. Why are you so dense? Well, I got a piece of treat here for her to utilize as soon as she decides to find it and actually pay attention to it. Alright, now we can do this without further distractions. It's right here, you fool. Look, right here. She won't eat it. Nope, she's just sniffing it. Contemplating whether or not she wants to eat it. Oh, well, anyways. Windows 1B. Oh, there she goes. I don't know if you can hear her little crunch noises. Alright, now then. We're going to try to get these buildings done with, bit by bit. Really, cat? Don't give me that look. Stop it. I shouldn't have to guard my cake from you. Alright, this should probably be a different color, but what color is the question? Stop it. Turn that over so you don't try to take the crumbs off of my napkin. That ain't right, cat. You gotta not do that. God damn it. There we go. No. Windows 2. Well, I guess this is still technically a part of the same building. Now for building 1E. There's a freaking cut here. Or at least it feels like a cut. I don't know. Can you see anything? I don't know what the hell that is. Stop it. Stop trying to walk to the cake. So I have a repeat of what happened the first time with you freaking clawing on to everything as I'm trying to pull you away from the napkin that I don't want you on. Alright, let's see. No, call this building 1, not 2, you fool. And once we finish this particular building, we'll go on ahead and consume cake. Okay, Windows 1E. Put that here. Stop it. Okay, how about this? What awning did we use there again? What color? I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, Windows, stop it. I'm smacking you for a reason. Smacking your paw. And now we're smacking each other's hands against each other's hands. I don't know if you can hear that noise. Really, cat? You figured you'd take that as a sign to get away from the cake. But nope. You're still just looking over it. Overlooming. Alright, 70. Now the tree, and then once the tree is done, see if I can lower the cat away. Really, cat? I'll just sit there then, I guess. Don't try to do anything stupid. Alright, now I need to take this again. Different one this time. Do a little bit of this. We also gotta remember that everything here looks a little bit paler now because of the window in place. Stop it. Stop trying to inch closer towards the cake. Stop it. That's right, pay attention to the hand on the bed going back and forth. Now I'm one-handing this. One hand trying to attract the cat onto the bed, the other hand on the mouse. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, I don't think you can hear that. It doesn't seem like you would be able to hear it, but who knows. Alright. That's one building done. Why the fuck is a fork in the frosting? Who knows? Zoop. Zoop. I said zoop. You son of a bitch. There we go. All right. Okay. Yeah, I felt like there was something on my mouth. Who knows? Could have been. Could have been wrong. Could have been cats. All right. Let's see. Is that the color we want this building to be? Stop it. She's trying to literally pull the freaking paper towel towards her. I'm picking you up and putting you on the bed now. No, you can't look. You gotta understand, cat, that I don't want you to eat my cake. Windows 2A. Alright, now for the vents. You could theorize that these vents over here are letting out carbon dioxide so that the tree up here can consume it. Stop it. The front could probably be like that. Okay, let's see. This could probably be a little bit darker. Yep, there we go. Sneezes. Hey, stop it. I gotta pick you up and put you on the bed again. Stop. Stop trying to get to the cake. Now she's clawing onto the pillow because she doesn't want me to take her away from the cake. Stop it! Just because I ain't paying attention to it doesn't mean that gives you all free access to take the cake. She's doing it again. She's going to do it again. Don't you purr at me. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Stop looking at the cake. Why are you looking at the cake? You can't even eat it. Really? Alright, there she goes. Okay, let's see. Stop. Why do you persist? Also, why does that seem off? Oh, probably because it was morphed. If that wouldn't make any sense, why would that... I don't know. Stop it. Damn it, cat. I should. Okay, no. I'm gonna put you on the ground now. I give you more steps to try to get up onto the thing, so hopefully that'll mean you won't try it. Oh, there she goes. She's gonna go for her actual food this time, hopefully. Now that I actually said that, she decided not to go for her actual food. Well, maybe it's fine. We'll see. She's gonna scoff now. She's upset that I didn't give her chocolate cake. Cake that you cannot consume, cat, because you are a cat and not human. Alright, let's see. We could probably make this part blue. We'll see what that looks like. Building 2C. Yeah, maybe. And we could probably have that part be a bit darker up top. Make that darker. And then we can go on ahead. How about this one? Oh wait, what am I doing? This is not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be like right here, because this is going to be here. Building 2F. Windows 2B. And I think that's that for this building. Yeah. Ah, yes, another piece of cake. We still got some milk left over. We're getting that, man. You can't have it. Don't make me think you're gonna jump up on the goddamn cake instead. I don't understand what's so difficult to understand. You can't have this. You cannot have this cake. Alright, let's see. Do we want this to be bluer? Now, let me double check what these look like. Some of them have like this grayish look to it. Stop. And don't scratch the wires out of desperation for trying to get cake. You can't have this. And at least with the dogs, they just freaking stay on the damn floor. With you, you can parkour your way up the cake. Well, then again, sometimes dogs do get up on a table. Get up on like this, not like what the cat's doing, which is literally walking on what would be the table. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's another building done with more cake. Probably got a smaller piece to preserve this a little bit more. Got some frosting over here that's being left over. Grab this. Alright, let's see. Well, this building's going to be very quick then. A. Pick up. Put down. Alright. Maybe not that one. Maybe we'll have a... Oh, wrong one. Right one here. And there she goes. Oh, nope. There she goes again. She was about to eat her food and then she decided not to. You ain't getting this cake, cat. So I suggest you just give up now. Alright, Windows 4B. Windows 4C. Also, let me double check. Yeah, all the windows here use that. And we did put a little bit of clouds in the windows to make it look like it's reflective. which I guess makes sense. Alright, well there goes that building. Another cake for us. Now this one's going to probably take a while. Although maybe it's not going to take as long as we think. Yeah, we could, whoops, we could do bright metal here. She's so sad she couldn't get cake that she went under the blankets. Oh, wait, no, wait. We can't do that because of the way that's set up with the window in the way. Don't forget about that tidbit. All right, glass. I guess we probably could get rid of some of the window for a bit. Temporarily, of course. Assuming we can't grab that piece right there. You know what piece I'm talking about. This one. Alright, okay, that looks good. What about this one? This one might be a little bit difficult, unless it's this. Whoops. Okay. Good way to tell if we got that right. Hide the window. Grab this. Hey, we got it right. Nice. Whoops. Okay, and now, well, first of all, you probably should be underneath a bit. Now, take me back to here. Windows 5D. 5D chest. And then building 5E. But the bottom will probably make it a little bit darker. As for you, I don't know, actually. Maybe we can make you a lot more brighter. I'll put you as 6A just so that things are a bit more separated evenly. How does it really make sense when you think about it? No, you gotta now be Windows 6A. We ain't caking it up just yet. Not only because this is still technically a part of that building, even though I called it Windows 6 instead of 5. Alright, now we take the cake. Do we try to finish it off? Maybe, yeah. Got a cat, no more cake. There's bits and pieces of stuff here. But other than that, no more cake. No cake for you anyways. Cat. Cadillac. Yeah, now she's completely in her blankets. That cat has fallen under a deep depression. Nah, she's fine. But even so, actually, I'll put this over here so the cat isn't tempted to lick the plate. And we'll save a little bit of this milk throughout the video, because why not? Okay, yay. Now for the sky. Sky time. Not bright enough. Let me see what I do for this guy here. This guy here is pretty bright. Alright. I'll have to be a little bit bluer down below. Yeah, I still don't know if they fixed that dialogue glitch in Dying Light 2. I've been mostly focused on Forbidden West for the time being. I do hope they fix it, because I actually do like Dying Light 2. I just wish it wasn't a broken mess sometimes. And the only broken thing I've been dealing with so far is the dialogue glitch. when you when you want to follow the story but can't because of this dialogue glitch. Kind of ruins the game for me. The gameplay is fine, it's just that glitch is god awful. Alright, I don't know how more complex these these buildings could get. I think the shading portion here should be relatively simple. If the sun's going to be somewhat in the sky, this is probably going to be a little bit more brighter facing in this direction than it would anywhere else. We'll see how it looks. So, we got how many hours in? An hour into this. Alright, cool. We could have probably gotten it done within 2 hours, but I should try to get into the habit of separating at least the art time videos by like hour segments. If possible, of course. With Minecraft, it's a lot different, because that's separated by seasons now, and I want to try to keep certain things confined into certain seasons if I can. And if I can't, oh well. We try our best to keep things in a certain order and do things in a certain order. I have some plans, enough to at least get us over 100 episodes. It's gonna be funny though, we have over 100 episodes but no viewers. Any normal YouTuber out there would be like, this isn't working, I want to try something else. But nah, not me. I'm gonna keep on doing it. It'll stick eventually, like I said before. Throw enough shit at the wall, eventually it'll stick. And we'll see what will happen when the time comes. But for now, with the art time videos, I should try to keep things relatively simplistic. I mean, seriously though, it makes sense to want to try to keep things at least under 2 hours if possible. Like, we're almost done with this drawing. Once this is all shaded in, textured, and all the other like bits and pieces of things have been finished, once that's set, we go into the shadows, effects, and all that stuff, and then we're done. I also gotta post the drawing, of course, as well as post the video, which hopefully we can get done with before, you know, to 12 o'clock. I'm going off of my own time zone. So even if it is past 2 weeks for you, to me, it's not. To me, it's still the same old, same old. Anyway, not that bright. And we can do a little bit of this for that. Go back to mid-tone. I just did a quick switch to highlights. Go back to this. Still keep it somewhat bright, relatively speaking. Darken this a bit. Oops, darken that a bit. And let's not forget about the wrong window. This window right here. Yes, there we go. This part should be relatively simple as well, I think. Trying to figure out how I'm going to shade some of this. Sidings here are less like, confound to, you know, the darkness. Like, for instance, right here, this would be a bit more darker shaded. And this right here would be a little bit more lighter, but not too light. I guess it would still be lighter, would it not? Whoops. This part could be a little bit darker. Make that a bit brighter still, but make this part brighter. And now for the back end here, somewhat similar. Bright end, but try to keep it somewhat, you know, stylistic approach. Darker bit down here. Window up here. This one here. And actually, surprisingly, we're almost done with the shading part. Well, I guess we don't have too much complexities in the background here. We got just enough to keep it simple. Not too simple, not too complex. just right in the middle. We don't exactly need to go too hectic on the process here. This one be brighter, I guess. Maybe this one could be a little bit brighter up top, but that's it. Okay. And as per usual, the walls in this place is made mostly out of metal than it is anything else. So we give it a somewhat of a metal-like texture, if you will. I am curious to see what a city of metal would look like. In real life, of course. Every building is made out of a very tough metal used specifically for construction. No concrete, no woods, no drywall, nothing like that. Just metal. Maybe some materials for the inside for like decorative purposes. But I'm curious to see if a city of all metal would work out as well as this does. It would probably be a pain to make, but thanks to atomic manipulation, they can make metal like that. Not even that complex, really. Did I accidentally shade this in? Oh wait, no. Or texture, I mean. No, that's the window taking in the shaded or textured in portion. Did I get the top part? I don't quite recall if I got the top part or not. I'll do it again just in case. You can barely see much of any of the textures here. You can still see it. It's not that complex, or not that massive, I should say. Right now for this side over here. Yes, like so. Some of it here, some of it here. Don't forget about the clock. And then this part right here. And this part we don't have to do anything with. It's neon enough. I don't even think you'd be able to see the texture anyways. Building 2B. And now window 1 or 2A. Still windy out apparently, Don't know why it's still windy. Vents. I'm thinking about doing something different for the vents here, but before I do that, let's finish this up. Yeah, that's a good thing about this. It's so simplistic. Don't even take that much effort. I'm sure there's a hell of a lot more I can do for the background. I don't exactly know what the hell I need to do for a futuristic background such as this. I've had some moments. General Ace is definitely one of them. Matter of fact, I could show you that drawing right now. I don't think I've shown me drawing it. But yes, this right here. So there are some, like, details you can do. But that was very close-knit. That's the word I'm looking for. Where you're not really going to be able to see too much of the background like you can here a little. Whoops, no, let's do this one instead. And then let's do this, and then let's do this, and then this, and then this. Almost done. We got this side next. Now this. Thankfully it's not too hectic, so this actually might be getting done with quicker than I expected, which is great. Window 5D, building 5D, building 5E, and now the last bit, this part right here. This part here, you know, it's so bright I don't think you're going to see the texture. And then lastly, for this particular texture, this part. And now for this texture, which I have an idea for a few of the objects here, this one is one of them. These three right here. Then 2C. This one is another kind of. Same with this one, kind of. Same with this one over here, and this one. Okay. Alright, good, great. Now I want to put some clouds in on both the sky and the window, if I can. So take me down to the clouds. Also, I can get rid of the blank layer now. Like 50 or something? I don't know, we'll see. You might not be able to see the clouds on such a bright and sunny day. Woohoo! Bright and sunny day, boo-boo! Woohoo! Alright, clouds up here. I'd say parts where the windows, where the windows are a little bit more brighter, like say this one for instance, should get the cloud treatment. Let me see. I should make this a bit bigger, actually. I guess I should also wait, hold on. Before I do that, let me switch over to highlights for a second. I'm going, don't burn. I'm going to do this to windows here, because they are supposed to be a little bit brighter. Let's not do this yet. And parts of the windows that are showing more in the brightness department are going to get the clouds, of course. No, that's the wrong window, you fool. This one gets a little bit of clouds, but it's not too bright. This one doesn't get bright. It gets a little bit bright on this side. A tiny bit on this side. All the way bright on this side. This side as well. That stays unchanged. Okay, there you go. So, let's go on ahead and put the clouds in. I'll do it like 80 or something. This is the wrong window. Don't go too hectic on the clouds here. Windows 1B. And a little bit down here. This one might not get too much clouds. In the angle that it is and like the direction of where everything is, I don't think the cloud reflections are going to take shape. Now for this one over here, we can make it a bit, nope, bracket you fool, a bit smaller, I said. Same applies to this window up here. Put in a little bit more. Same will apply to this window, even though most of it's not bright. Whoops, wrong one. I think it's still at the perfect angle to get some clouds in. Like up above or something. And same applies to this window right here, but the clouds are in this direction. This window a tiny bit, so maybe like a little bit of clouds, but not a lot. This window right here, more clouds. This window, same thing, more clouds. A little bit of clouds here, as per usual. And I think that's all the clouds. I think that might be all the clouds. There might be a few things I want to like adjust. I guess for one thing, I do kind of want to adjust this a bit. We can still keep some of that here. I want to make that a little bit brighter. And maybe shade this part a bit more. Darken this part a bit more. Maybe not there, but like here. Yeah, okay. Looks better. At the very least now, I think that's everything in the shading and texturing department. Maybe I could put a little bit of shading behind this wall, actually, because of where this is at. And the same applies to this. We could do a little bit of shading here. It's simplistic drawing, but it still looks pretty good nonetheless. And it can only get even better as soon as we put in the shadows and lighting. The last bit. Alright, folks, shadows. Oop, nope, 1A. I'm gonna swap on over to fog for a quick second, and I'm going to take a little drink of the night here, maybe. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to shade in Wyatt. Going ahead and make the selection. There. And now we're going to shade him in. I think the shadow here needs to be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Darker. So that we may be able to have the light coming in from that direction and have no lights inside of the room. I think that looks pretty good. So because of that, it means this side has to be darker. This side probably has to be even darker. That's the one good thing about the shadow stuff. Like, you don't have to worry about, well, okay, this part I might have to worry about. Let me go over to here. Make this a bit darker. So that. I mean, I guess the shading does kind of contribute to a little bit of the darkness. It is necessary for us to be able to get things like popping up so it doesn't look like it's on the same layer or the same plane. But the shadows are what takes up most of this. They do take up most of this, I will say that. It makes a huge difference being able to darken certain parts of a drawing. Alright, I think that's all for you. Now for the background, which thankfully, due to the way this is set up, okay, well, freaking, I guess we technically don't need to worry about that too much, all things considered. Actually, we can at least do it for that side. And when we get to the plants, then we'll just deselect. No, you fool, go to the background, and then shadow 1B. Or shadows 1B. Arg. There be so much shadow. Alright, let's see. So the part, make it a little bit darker. This part, make it a little bit darker. We could have some darkness here. See if we can try to get the shadow to kind of match this a bit, but not too much so it's completely engulfed in the shadow. Like that right here. Maybe some shadows down here, but not on there. A little bit here. A little bit underneath here, of course, and here. And we can delete some of the shadow on top of here. We just need to be very careful with how we delete it, so we don't delete the entire piece. That part can stay. Shadow here. Around where that is, the window. Shadow around here, a little bit over here underneath the TV, a little bit here. Now this is the part where we can go on ahead and shadow in some of this. Oh, I guess the plant isn't going to get too shadowed in, so that's kind of pointless. And we shadow this part in, and there we go. Although, I guess I could shadow in a little bit more. Try not to go too overboard, because it is still quite dark in here. And the effects might be able to allow for us to get that teal look that we need to go for in this department. Alright, shadows 1C, the last shadow. And I don't think that's going to be too complex to make. I don't think we even need to worry about the top parts that much, because those are most likely going to all become lit up. That's what I'm looking for, lit up. Alright, put a little shadow here. Okay, maybe not too much shadow. Shadow here, shadow there. And now for this back end over here. This here, and a little bit, not too much, but just a small amount of shadows. Okay, cool. Alright, there we go, folks. The shadow is done. Now for the fog. we're going to have somewhat of a teal fog here. That could work. Same for the background. Fog 1B. Teal fog. Maybe not teal fog. Blue fog? Maybe not that shade of blue. How about this blue? How about dark blue? Could work. If we do that, though, we have to kind of... Yeah, actually, that does make sense. We do kind of need to do this with this. So the fog here isn't affected too much on the outskirts. Get rid of this fog here. Or maybe not that. Maybe a little bit here. And a little bit up here up the top. And then we get rid of... No, wait, no, that one's fine. It's just this one, fog 1B, I want to delete more of on this side. And this side. Past the parts that matter. I guess this doesn't matter too much. Okay, and now for the cityscape. This part is simple enough. Fog 1C needs to be bright, sunny. How about this one? I want a nice bright blue look. So that could work. And because of the buildings, we can separate it by a few more fogs. 3B? No, we want to be on above 3. So fog 1D, 1D Leghorn. I don't know where the hell I was going with that joke. That wasn't even a joke. You can't even call that a joke. If any of y'all call that a joke, you are severely wrong. Anyways, fog 1E. Whoops. And that might be it, unless I add a little bit more here. Unless we get some light, maybe some pink. No, I'll keep it blue. Keep it blue. Alright, let's get the sun rays in, shall we? Well, it's going to be less sun rays and more like a light blue kind of ray coming in. Whoops. We'll see how this looks. So bring this light in like so. I'm still going to call it sun rays to make this easier on me. Have some of the rays over here kind of go over the edges like so. Maybe less so here. Do the same thing coming in on this end. Have the sun kind of like shine down, or the lights kind of shine down on ye. Is the window still shown? Yeah, I just need to double check to make sure the window is still shown. And now we get sunlight. Now this one I was thinking about having encompass the entirety of the window. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good, actually. If you're inside of a building like this, and with the sun kind of raining down, it would make sense that you would see the brightness coming through. Alright, now for the sun particles. And I realized something, this does not look like a phone. This is a phone, as you can see, with the 3 circles in the back. Maybe he's holding some form of playing cards. It's left up to the imagination. Who knows? It's up to you, the audience, to decide what he's holding. It's not really that great of importance. Really? Not quite. Whoops. Sun flare. Vivid lighting. Now we put that in. Like so. We're going to have to get rid of some of the sun flares on your face. Let's have some sun flares inside, kind of like particles, hanging over the edge, or over the table, I should say, not edge. And now for some shadow rays. Ah, yes, this is starting to turn around quite nicely. Without shadows and effects, it doesn't look as good as it could. That's always the case with drawings like these. Sure, we could still make it look pretty good by making sure that the design is complex, nice, and the face is nice, and the pose is nice. Pretty basic pose. Putting his finger up like this. Thumb's probably like under here or something. You know, stuff like that. Shadow Rays 1B. Get some shadow rays on this, some shadow rays on these things. Shadow rays on this. A little bit of shadow rays on these. And a little bit of shadow rays on this as well, just because. Oh, there goes the dogs going berserk again. Alright. I don't think this part matters too much, but shadow rays 1C. Assuming everything's going in the same similar direction, with the sun kind of facing in that direction, but the sky is bright, light blue lights lighting up the room with blue instead of yellow. I don't think there's too much we need to do here. I get a little bit of this, a little bit of this, but other than that, it's pretty bright outside. Shadow rays outside seems kind of pointless when you think about it. Still kind of makes the tree look nice. Alright, I think now we just need to worry about the effects. I've been waiting for this part. So, I need to go for a teal effect over on the left side. What shading of teal am I looking for? Not that one, that looks more green than it is the one I want. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Is this what I want? Is this teal what I want? And we'll see. Maybe this is fine? I don't know. How about this? We could get another dark teal, actually. How's that? That could work. Okay, there we go. Now let's delete some of the teal on the outskirts here. Alright, cool. Dark teal number 2. I think this is different enough. Oh wait, I was supposed to call it dark teal effect number 2. Right. Effect. Good. Okay. Now here comes the tricky part. Light blue area. I'm probably going to have some more blues here mixed in with the teal. But for now, light blue. Kind of have light blue kind of come in, compass over most of this. And here. I guess we could put in some blue areas now. See how this is going to look. How about this shade of blue? It looks pretty good, but is it too dark? That's too bright. How about this shade? Too dark. This is more blue and a little bit darker, so this might work. I mean, we could probably put like a purple area in here. Although it's not like the entire room is completely pitch black dark. Pink area. Well, let's see what we can do. So some pink area in here would look kind of nice to color in most of this. And with most of the blue here, it does make it look a little bit more brighter. Probably get rid of some of the blue here if I can. Maybe some of the sunlight if it's there. Okay, good. And then we could probably put in some dark blue areas now for like some of the back end parts, the ones that are not completely affected by the light. Let's say it's this one, but what about this shade? Not too dark. This will do then. It's just a little bit, not a lot. Just a little bit to get the point across. And then a light purple area. Probably to cover in the rest of it. Maybe like here. Let me delete some of it off of your face and then do this. I want to see something for a second. Without this... Okay. So I guess we can get rid of some of that, because some of that is already making the area lighter. So how does it look without it? Okay, there we go. I feel like what I could do for the chair here, I can make the chair here darker. Go to shadows and just do this. Well, actually, better idea. Do this. Then darken chair. So that way the chair doesn't look too blue. There we go. Okay. What else is there for us to add? For we to add this. Yellow area? I don't know. Would yellow be a nice contrast to all the blue that we have? Let's find out, shall we? I guess it could work for some of it. We are in a pretty dark room with a brightly lit city in the distance. If we're doing that, then we probably should do it like this or something. We have some of this off the edges here. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think we actually might be done. So let's put on the sepia, and we'll go there. Vivid lighting, replace sepia. Okay, so what color do we want? Too blue. How about this one? Too dark. Still too dark. Could work. No, not that one. How about light purple? Too bright. Too purple. Okay, so purple's not gonna work. This maybe? I do want to have a nice solid color scheme here. How about... no. This... No, we're on that one right now. This one? No, wait. Where is it? Teal? Teal sepia. Nope, teal. How about some yellow? Whoop, too bright. Maybe? Could work. Yeah, but I kind of want to have a blue teal to it. This one kind of looks good. Subtle, not too hectic. And not that one. Alright, then that's what we'll go for. Alright, cool, great, fantastic. So, a little over an hour and 30 minutes. And we did all of this in a sitting. Would have been like a 2.5 hour long video, wouldn't it? But hey, that's fine. Separating it into two is good. Keeps things nice and even. But there you go, folks. Yeah, Lieutenant Wyatt in the flesh. Oh, look a million times better than whatever the hell my brain was thinking doing this. A million times better. 1 million times better. So, with effects, without effects. With effects, without effects. There you go, folks. I don't think we need to really add anything more to this one. It looks pretty good as is. Now it's taking its sweet ass time trying to save. You done? Alright, good. Anyways, thank you all for watching today's video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, check out that playlist for previous Art Time videos, as well as Minecraft RTC Edition for the gamers out there. So, without further ado, I shall end it here. I'll see you all in the next video. Get to the stop recording button later.